Sasuke Uchiha, one of the most memorable and most famous characters within Naruto, and One Piece, one of the most popular anime as of currently, and is also part of the Big Three. One might question if someone like Sasuke were to completely run up the whole One Piece verse. Does Sasuke completely slam, or does the verse stand a chance? Multiple people, yes, including me, was mainly thinking about it for a pretty long time. Me in particular, I was thinking about it while I was making my Naruto versus Luffy video all those months ago. And although, yeah, it is pretty interesting, it is still a completely one-sided slaughter either way. Before I start this video, please make sure to like and subscribe if you want, as it would help me out and the channel a lot. Anyways, enough of wasting your guys' time. Let's get into the video. Also, I will not be mentioning hacks for this video, as I don't really think it would change anything considering the massive stat difference between the two. Alright, enough for real this time, let's start the video. Now, Sasuke's AP is pretty plain and simple, as he mainly upscales from people like Naruto, Kaguya, Kakashi, etc, etc. So for the entirety of this video, that's how we're going to be basing off Sasuke's stats. So for his AP, during the 4th grade ninja war, a being known as Kaguya Otsutsuki would arrive, and she has been stated to have created her 6 dimensions. Keep in mind, these dimensions include things like stars and a day and night cycle within them. And we know if we use Occam's razors and to assume that the star would have to be as far away as a sun in our real world, which is 1 AU or astronomical unit away, this would mean that her dimension is anywhere between the star level to potentially solar system level ranges of AP. Naruto, keep in mind, during this time was showing relativity to Kaguya by clashing with her and even cutting off her shoulder. Knowing that Sasuke at the end of Shippuden is at least relative with Naruto during this time, this should mean that he should also have that star level to solar system level ranges of AP at a low ball. This is also backed up via the last movie, where a being known as Toneri Otsutsuki would arrive, who is not only stated to have chakra relative or equal with that of Kaguya, but is also stated to be the strongest opponent Naruto has ever fought up to that moment. Naruto, keep in mind, was shown one-shotting Toneri in his base form, meaning that yes, Naruto during this time, he should have the solar system level ranges of AP. And Sasuke during this time was stated to be above the entirety of the last movie, which would include people like KCM2, Sage Mode Naruto, Toneri, etc, etc. So that should confirm Sasuke does have the solar system level ranges of AP at the low end. To not waste anyone's time on the mid-end interpretation, Momoshiki, who created a parallel dimension which contains multiple celestial bodies like stars, so that should mean that at bare minimum, it should be multi-solar system. Sasuke, while he's weakened, keep in mind, is showing boxing and even overpowering Momoshiki, which should mean that at the mid-end interpretation, he should be multi-solar system level. Now, I am aware there is a redshift nebula within it. However, we don't really know if it is even one, since it's not directly called one, so we could just take it with a grain of salt for now. Now, for the high-end interpretation. Kaguya's dimensions are called space-times within the original kanji, and if we go by Google's definition and say that a space-time is just a basic 3 dimensions, length, width, and height, and having 1 extra dimension of time, then that would mean that it would be 4th dimensional or uni plus. And again, Naruto is relative with Kaguya, and Sasuke is debatably above Naruto at the end of Shippuden, making Sasuke also in that uni plus ranges of AP as well. As for Sasuke's speed, Sasuke can easily get to MFTO plus via the fact that I'm about to explain right now. I got this speed meta from my friend 9, who I've already collabed with, so credit to him for the speed scale. Anyways, quote, Kid Sasuke was able to react to Haku, who stated light speed was at the data books multiple times. Then, later on, we have Lee during the Chunin exams being able to perception blitz Kid Sasuke, which should make him at least faster than light. Continuing on with this, we know that the 8th gate is saved by Kakashi to be a quote, dozens of times amp. And we know that during this fight, Lee goes into the 5th gate, so if we do some basic math, that is 12 to the 5th power, which should mean that we get a result of 248,832 times faster than the speed of light. Now, keep in mind, this is a calc I got from the tuning exams, who was literally absolutely terrible compared to current Sasuke when he's actually alive and not dead. So if we assume that people from the tuning exams is around 10 million times weaker than current Sasuke, using that number, then we will get a number comprised of 2,488,320,000,000 times faster than the speed of light. Now, One Piece's AP is pretty easier to go over than Sasuke's AP, as there are multiple statements in One Piece, with Old Whitebeard pretty much being called a planet buster, and with multiple characters within the Egghead arc scaling above Whitebeard from Marineford, and that should just be blatantly planetary. However, it could potentially be even higher with multiple statements and calcs getting the planet anywhere between large planetary to dwarf star level. Now, there isn't actual proof to provide that the One Piece Earth is actually the size of a star, so if we are going to be actually consistent with this line of scaling, then we should just be consistent and say that the One Piece Earth is planetary to large planetary in its size, which would mean that any top tiers within the verse like Roger, Prime Whitebeard, etc., should be anywhere between planetary to large planetary ranges of AP. Although I'm still going to mention dwarf star level just in case one of you guys somehow wank it or find it consistent. Now, in order to properly scale the One Piece versus speed, we would first have to go over Luffy's speed. So, first of all, he was able to dodge Enel's lightning bolts, or at least react to him bare minimum, which his lightning bolts to say that you have to dodge at the speed of light to avoid, which should make Luffy during that time at least faster than light. Continuing on with this, if we are also adding on the gear multipliers, then at the end of pre-time skip, he should be at least FTL plus. And if we give Luffy a quantifiable number for how much stronger he is at the beginning of Sabaody post time skip in his base form, if we were to use a number like 30 times 10 equals 300, and timesing that by 10 also with his gear multiplier, we would get the big number of 3,000 times faster than light. Now keep in mind, Luffy currently in Gear 2 should be dozens of times stronger and faster than that version of Luffy, so current Luffy should be around 72,000 times faster than the speed of light with Gear 2. And if we assume the Gear 4 multiplier is a 25 times amp, we will get 1,800,000 times faster than the speed of light. And assuming Gear 5 is 15 times stronger than that, we will get the number of 17 million times faster than the speed of light. There are a lot of characters, keep in mind, currently who scale above Luffy, making the verse that deep into MFTL plus as well. By the way, I am wanking this verse so hard just so it even looks like they stand a chance against Sasuke, keep in mind. So, in conclusions, Sasuke at a low end interpretation should be having star level to solar system level ranges of AP, with his higher end interpretation being universal plus AP, with MFTL plus speeds, and the One Piece verse at the low end having planetary AP, with their highest being large planetary to somehow dwarf star level ranges of AP. So when it comes to the winner of this matchup, Sasuke would easily take the win, as he massively outscales the whole verse in terms of AP and speed. And even if we were to take away all of Sasuke's hacks and give the One Piece verse their absolute wink of their hacks, it wouldn't matter, because again, Sasuke outscales the entire verse in terms of AP and speed, and pretty much almost every single stat. So, with that being said, Sasuke would slam the whole verse, neg difficulty. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe if you want, as it would help me and the channel a lot. And with all that being said, peace out.